Very sensitive motion detector. Very sensitive. I sat here for, well, probably about 5 minutes waiting for the thing to turn off while the detector was facing me, and it simply wouldn't. I was sitting still, but apparently my breathing was enough for it to stay on. That and also didn't help that one of my cats were prowling around down here on the floor, but, you know, typical floor table relation, so it was able to pick up even my cat also, I'm supposing. It's a very sensitive motion detector, so if you do have pets, cats, dogs, if you put this in an area they like to hang around, it's not going to shut off, so be aware of that. I have the motion sensor facing away from me. That was the only way I could finally get it turned off. Its lighting is only in the cool blue, and I'm going to go ahead and reach over and turn it around. Boom, there it goes. There's the detector. Like I said, it's very sensitive, one of the more sensitive ones I've encountered. And there's the lighting. It is pretty decent for night lighting. It's a cool blue, more blue than white, I would almost say. There is another setting, and this is where some of my disappointment comes into play. Here's your various settings down here. Right now I'm on motion detector, then move it over to 1, which is always on, cool blue, and then off, and then warm. I really like the warm lighting. I do. The warm lighting is my most favorite, and my slight disappointment comes into play that the motion detector setting doesn't allow for it to come on into that mode instead of that cool blue. And so, yeah, I really wish it had at least an option to have it turn on in that mode. Another slight thing is that it is plastic, and so it's, you know, very lightweight. However, the shade is very wibbly wobbly, and that does not bode well for ruggedness. This is not a rugged light, not in the least. But it is lightweight. Also, the batteries takes 4 C batteries, and well, I have nothing against C batteries. It's just I have to comment. It's like one of the very least used batteries I had to go digging find. I really would have preferred if they used AAAs or AA's. I'm just pointing this out because I have lots of rechargeable batteries, but they're all AA's, AAA's. Just never. I haven't used C batteries in so long that it would have been nice if I, could have used AA's, AAA, something that's a bit more common overall, or perhaps 18650 batteries. I have those. I love 18650 batteries. People tend to think of them as specialized batteries. They're not. They're just good rechargeable batteries. But it is 4 C batteries, and putting them in and out is slightly fiddly. It has a locking base here, and then put it out, and they go in like this. And then you gotta sit there and make sure that your springs are appropriately aligned, like that. Make sure. Alright. And then, of course, make sure this is aligned on unlocked. See, like I said, the battery replacement is a little fiddly, because you got to press down on that door and then twist it off this arrow. So it's, fiddly battery replacement. All in all, though, you see it in action, and of course you can decide if it meets your needs and expectations. On the whole, I like it. If half-star ratings were available, I'd probably give it 3.5 stars. Based on the warm lighting is not available in motion sensor mode, and it really isn't very robust. It just doesn't strike me as a very durable lamp that will take abuse. However, I do round it up to 4 stars simply because, well, that motion detecting is really good, and that might be exactly what you're looking for. Or it may not be. It may just be too sensitive, especially if you have cats prowling around all night long. Anywho, you guys have yourself a great one.